That's a dramatic, what we call in the biz, a dramatic entrance. Just kidding. Anyways, hi, welcome to Side Dish. It is not Saturday, it is Wednesday. I will not be here Saturday, as previously stated. But we were shocked because I came across, I swear we've made creamed corn before on this show. And Amy also thought that, but then I looked it up and we haven't. So we're going to make some creamed corn, but with a little bit of jujinelle. I'm going to, so we made, I think maybe it's corn dip is the other one we made. Anyways, we did make corn dip. We're going to fire roast these. I got my burner back and I made a makeshift hibachi sort of indoor thing. But we need to do that first because if I don't let these cool down, they're going to burn my fingers, and I don't want that to happen. So,
but we like that part.
Yeah, everybody likes that part. And we're going to try a cocktail that may taste like pure gasoline. We don't know. But I do have some rum on standby and some Coke in the fridge, so we'll make a rum and Coke if that tastes like caca. So, anyways, all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of drizzle all of this in olive oil, and then salt and pepper. So.
This is starting out like corn dip.
It is starting out very much like corn dip. I will say this is surprising. You can make this if you use like frozen corn, which I don't recommend, or canned corn. You could easily make this in like 25 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Yes, my love.
Well, I have to wait to see what you're gonna. Are you gonna put these on your little makeshift hibachi there?
Sure am.
So I have made in a pinch the corn dip, which you do the same. You fire roast that too.
Yeah.
I made that with canned corn, but remember we like fire roasted it in a cast iron.
Yes.
So it got some dark bits and some flavor.
You could also put it in your under your broiler. And just turn it
that way. That's a very good idea. Yeah, and that's like the actual fire on there.
Yeah. So
look at you, smart guy.
I'm smart most of the time. But this is a quick, if you've got a midweek meal like tonight that you need to sort of throw together and you want something that is not just standard canned corn or frozen corn, then do this. Now, this was a bit of an adventure to get these ingredients. Let me tell you today.
Why?
Oh my God! First of all, everybody was moving in slow motion. I left work at 3:30 today and didn't get home until 5 minutes to 5. And I wanted to.
Okay, so a little context. We've had our first snow here,
yes,
and people are a little woo.
Yeah,
it's brains fall out.
Yeah. Anyways, it's insane. And so, like, I had to go. First of all, I had to go to somewhere. Oh, I went to Winco to get the.
You had to go to more than one store?
I went to 4 stores.
What? Why?
To Winco to get the cream and the jalapeno and corn, because they usually have the packs of corn and like the little. They're not meant to be fresh, but it's in the little plastic things and it's at least not frozen. They did not have that at Winco. And I needed to go to Yim's Market to get butane. They're expanding.
Oh, they are?
The whole back wall where like all of the walks and all that, like this thing and all the butane and stuff was, that's all, like one section's all broken in the back where it's like expanding that way. And then there's like new refrigerators, like walk-in refrigerator type things.
Huh.
Yeah, crazy. So if you live in the Reno Sparks area, I recommend Yim's Market very much so. But I love creamed corn. We get at the steakhouse in Western Village. They usually have pretty good creamed corn. I didn't particularly care for it the last time.
They changed it. Wasn't the jalapeno. It was just creamed corn.
Right. And so it was not even like.
And it was like true creamed corn, whereas the creamed corn they used to have had the kernels in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
It did taste good warmed up, though, I'll say.
Yeah. I mean, I bet you.
I ate it for breakfast.
It kind of, it was more grits consistency.
Yeah. It was.
So that's why I didn't, I don't mind grits, but it's not my favorite. I guess I've never really had grits like really well made.
They just taste like whatever you put it on.
Well, I like butter, so maybe I can just do that. Okay, so I'll do this last piece, but this is gonna probably smoke, so just everybody don't freak out.
What last piece?
Last piece.
Whoa. You got something on there that's cooking.
Oh,
That's safe.
that's unexpected.
Doesn't seem safe. Is that safe?
There was maybe, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't use this one. I've used others in the past. Oh, it's like burning off the coating.
Oh, gross.
I don't want to use this one, folks.
Oh, sorry.
That's amazing. That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Wow. I thought you did that on purpose. That was, oh man, we need to have sound effects on this show. I think that is something that needs to happen because Sad Trombone just made my night. That was unbelievable. Holy shit.
You need to stop it, Jack.
Where's it? Sorry, guys and gals and everybody else. Oh, here we go. This is the one. Okay. Okay. You can see I've done this a few times on this one. Yes, fire, Ted, Polar Ted. Okay.
So now is that other one?
Well, it's probably fine.
Now I need this.
Just don't put any food on it.
Not for a while, at least. It'll be fine. All right.
Soundtrack machine. So I
God,
can
that was
do it.
That was
seriously, we took it off of there and it was wah, 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 wah. Which I gotta tell you, everybody, it's one of the best things ever. Like I wish I could
Put
literally
your corn on there. Let's
call it up like whenever I wanted to
Just
because
send me a text. It'll come up.
God, it's so much fun. So it's
I think you're gonna have to do these. Yeah. Did you say you have another ear of corn?
yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay. There you go.
So I just am going to get some color on this. It's not going to be a full cook here, folks, because it's going to cook inside, that's the whole dealio here, right? So I'm going to do these 3, and then that's kind of what the flame can do. That's what the flame can do. Sounds like a cult member. Anyways, come on now. Oh my God. It's like, is this like watching something like Itchy Bound or one of those places? I don't have any shrimp to throw in your mouth today, sorry.
It certainly is exciting.
It's true. But it's worth it, everyone, to do it. Because you're going to get I can't hear myself think. A better flavor, I think. Don't you think?
Yes. You're gonna get more of a roasted flavor, not just a. Bleh.
Yeah. And again, I'm not going to put this, this heat is going to do its job real well. And so I'm not going to burn down the house. Don't worry, everybody. Oh, don't worry. I realize that I can now attach through a plug-in.
You better turn that on.
Better open that door, maybe.
You gonna set off the fire alarm?
No, maybe. I don't know.
I don't smell anything yet.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, now I do.
I don't really need to do this for very much longer, I don't think, for these 3 pieces.
Is that all you're using? Is 3?
No, I have 2 more.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Okay. Anyways. But I found out that I can set my phone up as a mobile camera by some magic of the internet and some plugins and OBS and some other stuff. And so, and it allows, you can send it to people who are not in this area, and they can use their camera, their phone camera is like, we can use it as a second camera and have people call in.
No,
We could.
no. It's too much for me to handle.
No.
I like the way your fire is looking on
Yeah?
the boob tube here. Yeah.
Okay. But yes, we might do some outdoor stuff once we get the pizza oven and everything done and cooking up. So now again, these are not. We would cook these further on when we would do like fire roasted corn dip. So I'm just. Oh man, got me. Stupid corn.
I'm making popcorn.
Almost could. I think you need a hotter fire though, right?
And it needs to be dry, but I mean, it's popping and it's hurting you. So I guess technically it's popcorn.
It's true. Can't hear myself think. Anyways, okay. I'm putting it back in this container with all of this good stuff because I want to use that to continue to season. And when we cut it off the cob, we will put it back in here, mix it all up, and then we don't need to salt the mixture.
That makes sense.
That's what I normally do for the corn. The corn.
Yeah, don't leave any of that goodness behind.
No. Episode 128. Yeah, I don't know. We got the pizza oven is a little bit farther behind than we want, but whatever, it is what it is. Okay, has anybody ever drank Fernet Branca? It was recommended to me by a friend of mine, and I never got around to drinking it. But we're gonna have a cocktail tonight called the Hanky Panky, and we'll see how it is. I don't know. So, how's everybody's Wednesday? Are you guys excited for Thanksgiving? Because I gotta tell you, I'm super excited. Next week, I've got so much work to do. It's gonna be great, though.
I'm just saying, this has been a strange week.
It is so much more. I've been busy, but it's just I'm going on to Las Vegas for a golf tournament for the Mediocre Golf Association this weekend, the World Championships, as it were. And I got to tell you, today I was in a meeting that started out one way and ended in a better place than where it should have gone, but that's good. But it just kept, I don't know, it was just weird. Anyways, so, oh yeah, okay. Put that one there, get a little color on this end, and then put this in the sink and put some water on it because it's red hot in some areas.
Yeah, Andrea, I was thinking when he was talking about Hanky Panky, he was going to make the dip, but he's actually talking about a gasoline cocktail.
It's gonna be fine. It's gin, sweet vermouth, and this Fernet Branca, and ice. So
sounds like heartburn.
It does.
We're gonna try it.
Okay. Turn this off into the sink, onto the water. Okay. Now that the imminent danger of fire is done, I'm going to set this up here because I want that to cool, then I can handle it. But we have some work we need to do anyway. So we need to dice some jalapeno and we need to mince some garlic. So
Jack, get out of the kitchen.
he's very excited to be on the show tonight, everyone. So, good. Remember our trick here for jalapenos. If you've got gloves and you want to wear them, But you just need a spoon. All right. I don't want any of the hot stuff. I want the flavor, but I don't want this to be like super overwhelmingly hot. I could put some red pepper flakes in here too if you want to do it that way. Use a different pepper if you wanted to do that, but I'm just gonna do the old jalapeno. And that's
Jalapeno?
that's the difference between hot and jalapeno. I sharpened the knife today, so hopefully I don't cut my fingers off. And I just, planks and then across. I really look forward to this trip every year it's a fun trip. I'm going with those pretty much the same group of guys for, when did I join? 2014? Yeah, that's right. 8 years ago. And I think my first time was 2050. So if you golf and you're not very good, AKA mediocre, you should see if you have a local chapter. I voted on another 200 videos of episodes. Okay, perfect. I like it. You should follow Captain Scarrow's example, and if you haven't liked our past videos, you should go back and do so. The algorithm is always watching. I had somebody go through and like every single Instagram post that we've ever made, and that was super fun. Now, I'm going to mince this garlic up, and then this is going to come together fairly quickly. But before we get too far into it, we'll probably make our cocktail towards the end as it's sort of bubbling and that kind of stuff. So don't worry, everybody.
Not worried.
Good audience. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Hey, Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Can't decide.
This garlic was starting to have a shoot. Did I tell you I planted like 21 cloves of garlic? I did, that's right.
You did.
We talked about soft neck and hard neck. So.
Wednesday is a good show for the day, or maybe a good day for the show. Something's up there.
You having a good night, Captain?
Somebody is
like it.
for sound tonight.
Having a good time. Oh, really? People put videos out on Wednesdays?
Well, I know Wylock Armory does, because there was a new one today.
Well, a long time ago, I had, when I had some ambition and more time, I thought about putting a pre-recorded episode out and then doing a live episode every week, and then I just never did it. So I bet if I got into the practice, you could do it. So
Gosh, that would be a lot.
But you don't have to have all this set up. You can just do what we did before, for the.
Oh yeah, that's true. I guess.
So it goes a little bit easier.
Why are you giving that another?
Because I want to make sure it's completely minced and not.
Okay.
I want it,
Just wondering.
Interesting. Okay, so butter. This, you can use olive oil. If you have good olive oil, use that. If you don't, use butter.
You do have good olive oil.
I do, but I'm using 2 tablespoons of this good butter too, because it's not. You're going to get a richer flavor.
Butter.
If you wanted to go crazy, you could add a little bit of olive oil in with this.
But there's going to be olive oil. There's already olive oil in the corn, yeah?
There is.
And did you say you were going to mix again in that bowl?
I am.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to mix the corn up in there when I cut it and then put it. Yeah. So we'll get it.
So we're going to get all the good stuff.
Get a food pusher. Look, I didn't get the shit stirred today. Is this new?
No, that's the original food pusher.
Wow, he's in real good shape.
I know, I like him.
Yeah. Now, so melt your butter. Melt your butter in the frying pan. Watch it melt and disappear if you really can.
What are you even talking about, dude?
I just made a song of it. I wrote that. I wrote that music too. Nobody fact check. It was cold today. Yesterday was cold too. We had some snow. People around here seem to freak out about the snow, but hopefully we get a lot more weather, because I'd really like to have a nice garden next year and not have to worry about not watering as much. So, do you want a nice winter of some snow?
Yeah, I want lots of snow.
Because you like a winter wonderland.
I do. I really do. I like winter wonderland. I like lots of snow. I like Christmas lights. I like it all. Except it getting dark at 4:30. That is ridiculous.
That's a problem. Okay. So I know I said I was going to let this go, but this is going to happen fast because this cooks for a minute, then you add everything in.
So you have to get the corn
we need
cut
to
off
do
the cob.
corn off the cob.
Is it going to be scary?
Is it?
Do you have a trick to it?
Do I have a trick? No.
Yeah.
No.
I wish you did.
You wish I had a trick.
That's true.
It's true. Maybe I'll lean over and.
The sound of the melting butter.
So my trick is to find the flat
Have
side.
a sharp knife.
Also,
Oh, that's beautiful.
yeah, you want to have.
That knife is awesome.
Yeah, it's a vegetable cleaver, everybody. If you don't know the difference between a regular cleaver and a vegetable cleaver, I don't know if we've gone over this, but this is not nearly as heavy as a meat cleaver. And so meat cleaver is meant for chopping and breaking through bone, things like that. This, not so much. So again, this didn't get super, super, super duper hot because again, we didn't cook it all the way through. But I also sharpened this before we started because I knew I would be doing this.
Yeah, that's yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
That's going to make quick work of that.
So again, make sure if you're doing full corns of cobs of corn, not corns of cob, I don't know what that is. You're going to want to make sure you cut a flat end if there isn't one here. So make sure you've got one because you're going to, you don't want this slipping around with a sharp knife in your hand. Okay? I'm still growing the tip of my thumb back. It's pretty much there, but it feels weird. How's your finger, by the way? Is it okay?
Yeah, mine was good. It's funny. I was just looking at it, inspecting it this morning to see if I had any scar or anything, and I don't think I do.
Yeah. Oh, dead air. Did you hear that? We all went silent. That was fun.
But we can hear you cutting the corn.
Oh. How is it sound, everybody?
One day I was telling Doug a story and he didn't know what to say in response. And so his response was spooky, even though the story I was telling was not at all spooky. He just didn't know what else to say.
Yeah.
So now when we don't know what to say, we say spooky. And I recommend others do it.
Yeah. I think it's,
If
listen,
anything, it breaks the tension.
you don't know what to say, and you just have to kind of move forward.
So I'm curious if anyone else besides myself has watched Kevin Can F Himself. It's only 2 seasons. It's like 16 episodes. And Doug didn't like it. You didn't even get through the first episode, did you?
We
You
watched,
needed to get in. It was dark.
We watched, I don't want dark.
It was dark in a good way. Like dark and like, I don't know.
Well,
I think the cinematography was good. I liked the way the story was told. It throughout the story, you may or may not change your mind about some of the characters, which I think is interesting.
yeah.
Like there's no, there's a protagonist and an antagonist, but then things can change. So I recommend.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
So I'm going to get the garlic and the jalapenos in here. And they're going to go, like I said, no longer than a minute. And then we'll add the corn and the spices and the cream in.
I like a knife that you can shovel stuff with.
That is, honestly, there's an errant hair just floating around. But I like that as well. And I think, you need to have tools that you can, be versatile with. It's about to, oh my God, it already smells amazing.
Don't mace yourself with those jalapenos.
Yeah, don't take a deep breath of that, especially if you blend them up in a blender. Don't take the top off and go, ooh, what does that smell like? And go, ah! Okay. So you need cream. You need about half cup. Yeah. Also, if if you're not using gloves and you're handling jalapeno,
Don't touch your face.
don't touch your eyes, don't touch your face, or any other sensitive parts because it will hurt. So wash your fingers before you do anything.
Isn't there like what is it? It's like a steel stone that you're supposed to like have one in the kitchen. You rub your hands with it and it neutralizes. Am I crazy? Does anybody else know about that?
No, there is something like that. It's supposed to work on like onions and garlic smell and.
Oh, just onions and garlic, maybe not peppers.
I always thought it was really cool, so I really looked into it.
You know what you should have is that gloves in a bottle. There's like artists, there's several varieties of it, but it's lotion that you put on and then it helps protect your hands and then you can just rinse it all out.
I'm using a 1/4 teaspoon, which, I mean, what are we doing here? But
Doug cares about my
sorry. What a 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? You gotta do it. This is sweet paprika, but if you want it a little bit more smoky, you can add smoky paprika.
How come you chose sweet?
Because this corn is sweet, and I think it will accent it, but plus give it a nice flavor. So this is, while this is cooking, it's going to cook for about 5 to 7 minutes, but that's going to go by pretty fast because again, you need to be stirring it. You don't want to let this sit because your garlic is already in here. So, I might rearrange, like putting the garlic in towards the end for a minute to not let it get too like brown or anything like that. So, but it should be okay now with all the corn in here because it added a bunch of moisture.
But that sounds good.
Right? Okay. I don't know why I grabbed the big one. It's weird. I'm a weird guy.
Oh, that does smell good.
So you're going to need this half cup of cream. Then you're going to take, oh my God, it smells so good. Heavy whipping cream. And then I'm going to, oh man, that might be getting me more than I thought.
Are you macing us?
Well,
I guess so.
I'm macing me. And a little bit of flour, because I want it to thicken. Now, I got to get Parmesan cheese too, because that helps with the topper here. You could add more cheese if you wanted to, but this recipe is just more about, it's not about being cheesy, it's about being creamy. That's how I try to live my life. Not cheesy, but creamy. I don't know what that means, but you can draw your own inference. One thing I am doing is kind of scraping the bottom as I go through. So anything that is sort of sticking to the bottom, spice or whatever, is going to be picked up, and that fond, as we like to say, is going to really add flavor to the whole thing. You can see, it on there. So first of all, Andrea,
cheese off in the.
you don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, she does. She's known you a long time.
Yeah, she only thinks
she knows how cheesy you are.
I'm the best kind of cheesy.
Okay, I forget. Why did you get that little bowl out?
Because I'm going to mix flour and milk or heavy whipping cream in it. And then I'm going to add it to this to help thicken it up a little bit.
Ah, gotcha.
But I'm not going to, but actually I'm going to, maybe I'm going to pull an audible here. And I'm going to add the flour to this, let it cook a little bit so that it does not.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, and then add it to this.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm having a little bit of
Put some flour in there. Yeah.
It's not ready yet.
Oh, okay. Make my cocktail?
That's
No.
not ready yet either. I got
No, jeez Louise, guy. How long does this cook?
not very long after this. So this will be a short episode, pretty much. All right. So I'm just going to take about, with that amount, which is about 3 cups of corn, I'm going to do 1 tablespoon and then spread it around. So. Okay.
Yeah, you spread that.
Yeah, spread this flour. If you don't have the melody, you don't have to pay anything. No, that's not true. I have no idea. I'll turn this down a little bit. Now, when you're making a roux, which is kind of like what we're doing here a little bit, we need to make sure that we are cooking the flour. You don't want it to have a raw taste. Now, when you're cooking a roux, if you just add it to fat, and it gets to, there's different stages. There's dark brown, they got different names for them. I don't remember what they are. Anyways, anybody from Louisiana who makes a gumbo will know. Okay. Again, not a ton of cream. I've reserved the right to add more. I think I might be amazing myself here. But I'm going to watch it, and I think I am going to add a little bit more cream.
No, I don't think so.
Just,
I think you need to let it cook a bit. Uh-oh.
what? What's happening?
Oh, you know.
Oh, our famous, we got somebody who's trying to sell us sex pills.
Yeah.
Perfect.
How much?
Sex chat.
Don't go there, folks. Stay here with me.
I was on it.
Of course, you know what you're doing.
It does look like macaroni and cheese.
A little bit, yeah.
Did you put more cream in there against my wishes?
I sure did. Okay, I'm going to turn this down to pretty much, well, now it's off, but to almost off. And we'll make a cocktail.
Oh, it doesn't cook in the oven?
No. This is it.
Why is the oven on? Oh. Never mind. That's for a dinner.
Shit, I forgot to put that in. We'll do it in a minute.
No, we need to.
We need to do it now. Sorry, guys. That was not bad. Gotta wait a second. Wait for me to. Here, Amy can follow up with that. Okay, we're gonna make a cocktail. So I got a cocktail stirrer. I don't need a shaker today. And this is going to be very little in the booze department. Well, overall, the whole thing is booze, but you know, this is the great thing about having this mic. I can just go wherever I want.
Honey, we can't hear you.
Yes, you can. I have a mic on.
Oh, that's right.
I love it. Okay, so we're gonna go 1.5 ounces of gin. Yep. Make sure I have my ounces there.
Huh?
Cover with foil.
I love gin. I love clear liquors these days.
Why?
I don't know. I just do. I do love, but I love whiskey and bourbon, so, you know. Sweet vermouth, 1.5 ounces. Ooh, that'll add some sweetness to it. That'll be good. Probably not, but Amy's unconvinced. And now for this.
What is that stuff called again?
Fernet Branca. 1
Fernet
quarter
Branca.
ounce. Ooh, I like it. I like the way it smells. You have tasted it, right?
Yeah, it's very light tasting.
Okay. Look at the color on that, though.
Yeah, looks scary.
She says.
I might need to have the rum and coke.
It looks like liquid Ricola.
Liquid Ricola.
You know, they're that color.
It does.
Oh, you want your strainer thing?
No, this doesn't. It doesn't fit in here. Now, if you have an orange slice, which we didn't have, you would put that in there as a garnish. Now, I think that looks beautiful.
Maybe you should have put some orange bitters in there.
We could.
Oh, I mean, it's not the kind of thing I would order, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
How's that for a review?
I got to tell you, everybody, I'm not sure if that's a good review, but I think it's a real neutral review.
It's like grandma's perfume.
Denise thinks it tastes like grandma's perfume.
Why am I drinking grandma's perfume?
Can you put a splash of orange bitters in here?
No, but you can.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, then you're going to have to. Okay.
You'll give it back to me. It's like watching a crazy person pour a drink right now. I think I'd give myself not too much there. Ooh.
Okay.
Still not
I mean,
sure.
I like that a little bit. Like it gives it like the orange essence,
Which
you
is
know?
what you're going to get from the orange peel.
Yeah.
So. Oh my God.
It does taste like it's going to give me heartburn, however.
That's what they made chewy Alka-Seltzer for, right?
That's right.
Let's taste it before.
Okay.
Well, I didn't make a face. I mean,
It looks like it's going to taste a lot harsher than it
yeah,
does.
I don't actually hate it. Again, I don't think I would order it.
No. But I want you to try some of that Fernet Branca all by itself.
Oh, don't worry. I'm going to for science. Let's taste this and let's go. Mm.
Yeah, adds a little.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of making a face now.
Well, it's not really my favorite, but you know.
That's very dark, but it doesn't taste very dark. Oh, really?
Mm.
Which friend suggested this? Was it Lino?
No.
That is like pure gasoline.
I thought it was pretty light. No?
Oh.
Oh.
Mm-mm. No make stuff.
What do you need? What are you going to drink to help yourself? Do you have Coke?
There's Coke in the refrigerator. Okay. I made a huge mistake.
Made a huge mistake.
Holy Moses. It's lingering. I'm going to text my friend Steve Gibbons tomorrow and be like, you maniac!
You liar!
I don't know. Woo! Okay, let's eat this. What is going on? It's like floating in the air. I don't know.
I think you might have one of those hairs that's in your eye because I don't see anything.
I'm gonna give you this. Oh, and this. I'm gonna get the microplaner. No, why would it be in there?
I have no idea.
I've only lived in this house 3 years. It's fine. And again, you can put a little parsley in there to kind of give it some herbals. I mean, it's corn and all kinds of good stuff.
It smells amazing.
Oh my God. I'm looking forward to that.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's real good.
Mm-hmm.
The corn is not overly done, which is good. You don't want it to be too, I don't want it to be like super mushy, which I think you would get with frozen corn or canned corn. And, it's heavy. So I'd have it with a steak, or like us, we're going to have meatloaf and mashed potatoes. So that's what I would do. So,
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's real good. And there's no cheese, except for the little bit of Parmesan at the end.
I think that's better than one we used to get at the steakhouse.
Mm.
It's
I
like
like-
corn dip.
It
Oh.
does.
Tastes like what?
Corn dip
A little bit, yeah.
without all the.
Yeah. I do like the ease of it. That's one
Yeah.
thing that's like, again, if you came home, you roasted the corn really quickly, especially doing it in your oven.
Well, it's 7:41. You made that and a cocktail.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you were making a meatloaf while the meatloaf cooked, you could make this.
I agree. So, yeah, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
You should make it right away. The cocktail,
Don't make the drink.
this is, I mean, I guess if you drink enough of these, you could get into some hanky-panky, but it's really just stomaching the drink itself. I'm going to drink it and then I'm going to have myself a rum and Coke. So, all right. Thanks for showing up, especially on a Wednesday. I know it's kind of rough. We love you so much.
Oh, Andrea.
And don't like your meatloaf. God damn it. Okay. On that note, remember that we love you. We'll see you next week on Saturday. To be kind, be loyal, do something nice for somebody next week. We love you so much, and we'll see you then.